I'ma leave her. She took the river with Judas. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
Oh, bounce on it. No hands. Gonna run it through the river. Hey, welcome in. Okay, child, I forgot this case was finna start. There's so much going on in the world, honey. So, honey, let's get tea. I'm going to read some transcripts. No, I wasn't there, but I do want to talk about it because it's juicy as hell. So, as y'all know, Milagro is a big time. She's a blogger. I don't care what the judge say. She is a blogger. She is a blogger. Say, hey, Tyrese with the tea. She is a blogger. We're not going to act like she's not. She is a blogger. Okay? She blogs. She talks shit. That's just Milagro Gramz. Okay? That's just her. So, Milagro got court in Miami and Megan is there. Now, from what is understood and what is told, it's a defamation lawsuit. So what happened, y'all, was, okay, so when Tori was going through his stuff and everybody was reporting on the court case and everything else that he had with that included Megan and Kelsey, Milagro was there. So Milagro got a little, close-knit to the family or whatever. Hey, RC. And what happened was there was some stuff that was spread about Megan that was defamatory, and there was a little fake AI pit tape. So Milagro shared it. It got word back to Megan, and it started, like she was talking junk about her even after Tory Lanez got convicted and everything. And then people started wondering, girl, is you working for Tory Lanez? Like, is you pulling like with Tory? Like, what's going on? So long story short, honey, they were going back and forth, and Megan decided to go ahead and file defamation lawsuit with Milagro Gramz. Now, Megan's lawyer has asked for text messages and stuff like that, and come to find out that there was some stuff in there. Right, that's what I said. Exactly. She should have left it alone, but she didn't. So now they got her records and everything and show that they were in contact. He is being held in contempt at this moment. Yes, and they have day 1 and day 2. So now she is suing her for the lawsuit. Whew, honey. This don't look good. So we finna go to Miss Megan Kunis, honey. Miss Megan is out there. Now, a lot of people, y'all finna see a lot of people. Shout out to Armand. He gonna be out there. Okay? He's gonna be there. He already said it. He said he finna go in for the cover, and I don't blame him. Because if I can go to my folks' house, I'll be out there too, child. I know I got folks everywhere. I wouldn't mind. So they decided to go to court. Now, we're going to play what Megan Kunis had to say in a minute. Now, what's puzzling to me, y'all, is if she do have to pay her, how is she going to pay her? That's my question. How's she going to pay her? Yep, the father was sending cash apps to her. They found that out too. Yup, they were sending cash. They were paying her. And this is why I say people be like, free Tory. Well, no, because Tory was really paying that lady, allegedly, to spread lies. Yup. What? She broke? Oh, damn. Well, you know, rent done went up to about $3,500 in Miami. I want to see how that's going to work out. I want to know how that's going to work out. So Megan is out here, child. Megan, you know, Megan be every goddamn well. I got to go to her page on Twitter because she did have them up. I think she took it down, the transcripts. Is it?
At the federal courthouse in Miami, where Megan Thee Stallion is going to go on trial in her defamation lawsuit against Milagro Cooper. Megan and Milagro are both going to be here this morning, and they're going to do jury selection. They might even get to opening statements this afternoon. This is a trial about whether Milagro is defaming Megan.
Oh,
she says
I hope she get her some money
in her trial about Tory Lanez shooting.
I do.
Now, the jury is going to be told that Tory Lanez refused to answer questions about how he met Milagro during a deposition from prison that's related to this case. The judge last night held him in contempt along with his lawyer, ordered him to pay.
Listen, I'd rather for her to get a lawyer than to act like she Brene. Because we all know Brene, we don't need her to be Brene in this situation. But then they said that he to pay $20,000. What? Oh,
$20,000. Lanez refused to answer how he first met Milagro, whether he's ever communicated with Milagro, and whether he sent Milagro Instagram direct messages or text messages. Now, this is the second adverse inference instruction against Milagro. There is another one saying that she intentionally deleted text messages and that jurors can view it the wrong way. Is this the Megan Thee Stallion trial team?
I'm John O'Sullivan. How are you? I know who you are. I've seen your stuff.
Thank you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Anything to say before you go in? All right. I'm heading into the courthouse. I've got an article up on legalaffairsandtrials.com that really lays out the land for this trial, and I'm going to be giving you guys more updates as the day goes on and the week goes by. Thank you. I'm here at the federal courthouse in Miami, where Megan Thee Stallion is going to go on trial in her defamation lawsuit against Milagro Cooper. Megan and Milagro was the first witness, and she is going to be back on the witness stand tomorrow to keep testifying. We haven't gotten to cross-examination yet, but it's
so basically
actually Megan's lawyer who's questioning Milagro right now. Now, Milagro's defense to the claim that she purposely promoted a fake.
Okay, basically to me, I don't think this trial is going to last, but like, I think it'll be over by Friday or Thursday. I think it'll be over by Friday or Thursday. It's not much because you really have you don't have any witnesses, seem like. So you just got Megan and Milagro Gramz. You don't really have a witness. And what's his name? Tory ain't coming. He said he ain't talking. So that's out the blue. So this one here is really, I wonder if they're doing it like they did with Renee, where, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, okay, it's a jury decision. That's what I'm getting at. Is it a jury decision? Because if it's a jury decision, she fucked. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Who's questioning Milagro right now. Now, Milagro's defense to the claim that she purposely promoted a fake video of Megan in a sexually explicit manner was that she thought the video was real. Jurors actually saw the video during Megan's lawyer's opening statement, and Megan's lawyer apologized for having to show it, but said that the jurors needed to see it because they need to see what Milagro was promoting. So I thought claiming that they thought the video was real was a pretty good defense to the claim of promoting an altered depiction, because, you know, how could they know that Milagro actually thought it was fake? The problem is Milagro repeatedly speculated about whether the video was fake in her live stream when she was showing it. She even says, oh, this has to be AI. So her defense that she thought it was real is kind of negated by that. So they are back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Milagro will have more testimony. We'll get into cross from her lawyer, and then Megan is expected to testify. I am going to write an article for legalaffairsandtrials.com. Check it out. Court is over for the day. Milagro was the first witness, and she...
So let me stop sharing. So from what we understand, because we're going to go over the evidence, because there ain't no transcripts for this. So we just going to listen to people talk about it a little bit. So from what we understand, the jury has been seated for Megan Thee Stallion's defamation. When this was? Today. Against Milagro Gramz. So it's 5 men and 4 women, including black man and black woman. The black man is a teacher who described himself as a disciplinarian, opening statements at 1:30. Judge Altanaja briefly summarized the case. Megan accuses Milagro of falsely accusing her committing a crime of perjury, of promoting a fake pornographic video of her, and of engaging in extreme and outrageous conduct by coordinating with Daystar Peterson, the man convicted of pewing her. The judge said Milagro denies all allegations and any coordination with the Peterson. She's a social media personality who reports on topics in the hip hop community. She acknowledges question Pete's credibility, and she maintains that any public criticism stems from Ms. Pete's own actions and statements, not for Cooper's conduct. Child. Let's see. She done put something in here. So it says this. It says Tory Lanez and his lawyers have been held in contempt of court after Lanez refused to answer questions in a deposition in Megan Thee Stallion's defamation lawsuit against Milagro Gramz. He's to pay $20,000, and jury in Megan's trial will be told he refused to answer questions. He makes it harder for himself, and I'm still trying to figure out in my own mind, why do you do this? Yeah, but let's be honest though. We gotta see how this go. We don't know though what was said, but then I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna keep it up. It could go either way. But then Milagro, I even said, Milagro, you gotta let it go, baby. You gotta pipe it down and let it go, because this could go bad. But Milagro do what the hell she wanna do, child. That's just what she gonna do. You just can't, just suck it up, like, well, hell, shit, she gonna do what she wanna do. But I think they did send something to Joe Budden, because Joe Budden was quiet, because he ain't say nothing else. He ain't talk about it no more. He let that go. But Milagro kept going on and on and on and on, and that's what fired this. Because yes, she got an opinion, but at some point, like, come on now. You gotta let it go. Okay. Around 9:05 in the morning, Peterson called Harris from jail. A recording of the call was played for the jury, and Harris told Peterson that Pete was still okay. No, she posted old stuff. So
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again. But
why he sound like he tired? I know he is sitting up in there. So Megan Kuhn just showing some stuff from old stuff. She ain't updated her stuff yet. Girl. Update. Hell, we trying to get the tea. Let's go to the evidence. Hell, shit. We trying to see what happened today. What was said. Maybe it wasn't much of nothing. Maybe she just did, like what she said, right. He did. Yeah, he been quiet. But then, like she said, Milagro Gramz said, she didn't know. She said it. She said, I don't know if this is real or fake, but it's out there. So I guess they didn't get into the meat and potatoes of the paying. Because my thing is, why would you allow that? Why? Child, I would have told him he could do it his damn self. I'm for real. I'm not finna, let me tell you something. I'm finna say this, and I'm finna say this like this. And this is how I feel about it. Let me look up. It's in Miami. It's in Dade County. Let me look up Dade County Courthouse. That's how I can find it. I'm gonna say this. I feel like at some point it's okay to rally for who you believe in, but at the same token, I'm like this though. If you gotta sit here and get sued because of your opinion, and you keep going on and on, yeah, because they doing this and that. But then now it's like, I feel like this too, and I think everybody feel like this. Where they at now that she in court? Where they at? I understand you sitting here being supportive. It's nothing wrong with being supportive. It's nothing wrong being, you know what I'm saying? Let's take the Brene and Tim lawsuit, well, Brene and the Kira lawsuit, right? I don't know why I keep saying Brene and Tim lawsuit. Something coming. But the Brene and the Kira lawsuit, they were supporting Akira, right? But you didn't see them get paid to bash Brene. You know what I'm saying? Brene, big titty back, Brene can do that herself. So it's kind of like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, allegedly, you didn't see that. You know, big titty back, Brene can do that her damn self. That's what we gonna say. Because obviously we see how that's going, right? So there was, to keep bashing after that, that was crazy. I wouldn't have did it. You know? We see the family falling apart with that. But then it's like, where's the support for Milagro? The same way she flew from Miami to LA, spent thousands and hundreds of dollars. Where's that love for her right now? Where's that support? And I feel like she should be supported. That's how I feel. But they looking nice. They looked nice today, child. They looked cute. I want to go over these documents while we sitting here waiting, because they ain't going to upload everything until after the trial. Sucks. But let's talk about it. Let me share my screen. I love reading me little nice court documents. So it says that the complaint against Miss Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, defendant Miss P, alleges the following facts upon her own knowledge and upon information and belief. For years, Cooper acted and continues to act on behalf of Daystar Peterson, also known as Tory Lane, as an online rumor mill churn out falsehood about Mrs. Pate to her tons of thousands of social media followers. Since the Peterson 2020 indictment for felony assault with a deadly weapon after shooting Miss Pete to a later conviction in December. Defendant performed Mr. Pete's public bidding to degenerate, belittle, and insult and spread false statements about Miss Pete on her social media platforms for no other than to bully, harass, and punishment. I want to know if I can find what they were looking for, because they have it to where they asked her for stuff. And I want to know if she turned all her stuff in with her lawyer. Because let's remember, right? Because I've been talking about the Brene and Tim. God darn it, why I keep saying that man? That man finna sue her. Brene and they finna break up or something. Because I keep saying it. Brene and Akira, to where Brene had to turn in her finances. And this is why you won't let nobody in your business. You got to turn in your finances. You got to turn in your tax records. Then remember, she was supposed to turn it in, and she almost got in contempt because she didn't turn in them tax records. I was like, Milagro. And then she almost got in contempt for erasing. Girl, what? She had to turn in, it was something else she had to turn in also. I think videos and stuff from her YouTube. Child, that's too much. I'm sorry. They would have been on their damn own. They would have been on their own for me. They would have been on their own. Because at this point, my thing is, you had to turn in all this stuff. Everybody in your business. What about... That's too much for me. Let's go down into what she had to turn in. It's in here somewhere. So in another state, okay, so we're gonna read what was listed. So basically, go back up. God damn, girl. So I know that she had to turn in that stuff, and I want to see if she turned it in. Let's look down and see if it's approved. Now, they say July 30th, 2024, Cooper went so far to cast doubt on Megan's mental status and ask her followers if if she had a guardian, and then she hasn't ever been deemed to like legally kind of, got some delays. She blows. It did not stop there. And then she constantly resorted to name Megan, characterizing her as an angry black woman. Now, hold on. I can't deal with that. Right. Let me say this. I can't, black women, y'all got to stop calling other black women. I think she did turn that in too. Y'all got to stop calling other black women angry black woman, because we already know that term, like for real. We got to stop that. Now, bitter, we can deal. Angry black woman, y'all got to stop. Align a hoe doing her, wow, child. Miss P has reportedly tried to stop defendant Cooper's misconduct and asked what would it take to stop posting on defendant's platform. Child, they gave examples. I wanna talking about credible when we all was sitting in there, shut the fuck up. Kelsey spoke to prosecutors and told them they got her Twitter, y'all. One thing, but today said she lied. Kelsey said she never saw him pull a pew on Megan. All this case, and they finna show this in court. All this case taught anyone that your father, brother, cousin, or son could face over 20 years in prison without proper evidence, a botched investigation, another likely suspect just because non-credible witnesses said you did something, and y'all slow age cheered. Ooh, wee. Child. It says defendant's malicious actor that operates social media accounts that spread lies and harassment. Defendant engaged in a year-long campaign of harassment. They were talking about in June the deep fake photo. That photo went. I remember that video. So I'm gonna tell you something. I remember seeing it. She is entitled to her opinion. She is. I remember. Yeah, she still got to pay. Even if she do bankruptcy with them lawsuits, that if it's by a jury, and this is the thing that I want y'all to know, even if it's by jury, like with Brene, she can do try to do a appeal, but it's not gonna work. Even if you do bankruptcy, there's still, you have to pay that off because they're still gonna be on there. So it doesn't matter. And that's the only difference with these lawsuits. They fucking suck. Ain't gonna lie. That's just the new rule of the game. Like, it's fucked up. Damn, Milagro, what the fuck? Is MTS a person? So they don't took a screenshot of her YouTube? Child. Defendant then shared a screenshot of an ex posted that directed to her followers. Oh, they got it. Go to my likes. Then she deleted the post. Didn't I tell you that it was never presented? They showed that and say without this evidence, petitioner cannot file any claim of innocence. He is unable to conduct further testing system. What? I ain't gonna read it all, y'all. Milagro start talking about this case. We moved on. Every time they lie, I'll make them cry. Over 100 people have signed a petition that he should be released from prison. Megan wants to know what she has to do to stop being posted on certain outlets, and then she going to Cardi B, y'all hoes. My suggestion would be to just get over it or go away. Cardi won her case because Tasha handed it to her. Now, why you dissing Tasha? Other than that, you going to get posted. Child. They have to do that. Megan paid Kelsey rent for a year. That would have been Tori. That would have been a bribe. Guess what? Sean Holly wasn't representing Tori when Kelsey said Tori said my lawyer said two wrong things a particular way. just like he was never on probation. These hoes slow, talking about credible. Girl, Milagro, what the fuck? Oh my God. Someone trolled Kelsey spoke ill of her deceased father, and that's disgusting. So she took it upon herself to find out what school they went to and called them. This the same one that claimed she did Megan's homework, right, child? She shouldn't have reported her damn self. Child, this is too much. I got a question, because even though it's a lawsuit, I got so many questions. Like, so you got 4 counts. Are they trying to, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up what they're trying to do. Child, that's a mess. That is a whole mess. Well, here is the thing. I do too. I even play with you. Here is the thing though. Bloggers get sued because, okay, let me break it down to y'all what I remember in journalism school at the USF media, okay? When you sit here, it's 2 things you have to do, right? By her posting that, 2 things can be true at once, but it is still wrong, and I'm gonna say why. When you do this, you supposed to tell the story, and in fact, now your opinion you can add because you're doing commentary. But if she worked for, let me find somebody, TMZ, and she did that, on top of that, they would fire her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that is like a liability. See, TMZ can say that stuff. And the reason why TMZ almost had a lawsuit with Vanessa Bryant was because, but they found out who did it was, and who gave them the photos. Remember when Kobe Bryant and his daughter, was because there was a police officer, and she won that lawsuit. Now, the thing is with journalism, what you have to remember, and this is why he said she's just an influencer, which is fucked up, but you first got to go, you can have an opinion all day, but you got to stick to the facts. And I can say this by talking about the Romika Meeks case with a lot of people and watching them. You got to stick to the facts. The reason why is because you can railroad it into something else. That's where she messed up. If she would have just stuck with the facts, said how she feel and say allegedly that's how I feel and left it there, she wouldn't be here. So she messed up. Now, if she would have sat here and not kept doing it and posting it and saying, oh, I'm gonna make you cry, I'm gonna make you do that, she could have just left it there and moved on to more content. Because she has a plethora of content to talk about. She has plenty. So there's a difference. You got to be careful, and you got to fact check. And a lot of them do not fact check because of the fact is that they feel like, oh, I ain't got to. This my own ish. No, you still got to fact check. Now you ain't got to. And I ain't finna lie. Because look at the climate we in. Everybody's spilling fucking information. So, y'all, I don't like this for her. Because I'm not gonna lie, she is a great she's a great content. She got some good content. But at the same time though, she was wrong. Even though she had every right, but at the same time, you just gotta say that's my opinion. That's it. I feel like at some point, certain things ain't even got to be said. Shoot. We all got our thoughts. Now listen, I like this outfit. Hold on now. I like this outfit. I ain't finna lie to you. They look good. They do, you know. Now Milagro, you giving I don't know, where is she from? Cause that mink giving real up north, Midwest girl. That mink. Mm-hmm. She look nice. She look good. You know what? The comments, I'm not reading that. I'm not. Let me go to TikTok because I know they got some info because I don't even know where they find this stuff from. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, I want details. I want the tea of the details. Shoot. Yeah, they look cute. Yeah, we getting a little bit. But we want details. We need to know, did they roll their eyes? Did they fight? You know, they didn't fight. Did they cuss each other out? Like, what's the tea? Everybody ain't telling that. Okay, we got. Okay, so she was there today. Her name is LaJanie. She is on Tickety Top. We're going to listen to her. Shoot, you know, holidays.
Rehearsed the hell out of that script, baby. And she is not trying to be caught up. I'm LaJanie, the Docu Diva, and here's the Docu Diva breakdown. This morning, we picked back up with Milagro on the stand. Two things were obvious. The jury has no clue on who's who. One juror sent a note saying, I'm having a hard time following the names and the aliases of those attached to this case, which is a huge problem, because if you don't know who's who, how are you going to make an informed...
Miami-Dade County, come here to the front. Who is these people? Who are these people y'all got in the jury? We know it's not the black... We know ain't the black people asking this question. Who the hell did y'all pick? So they don't know because people now they're saying that Milagro looks like a rapper and Megan look business casual. Okay.
An accurate decision. Number one. Number two, the prosecutor started off a little slow, but they were drawing the line when it came to access and Milagro's vagueness. She's being very, very coy when it comes to answering questions. And basically, during the dates of the timeline that we have, she talked to Sunstar, who is Tori's daddy, all the time. She even hung out. She even flew to meet Tori and his daddy several times. So right now we are stuck on the DJ Academic's tweet when he said, breaking, no Tori evidence, was found. No Tori's DNA evidence wasn't found on the gun, which was not necessarily correct. The actual report was inconclusive. So Meg's team is trying to say,
usually when it comes like that, it's inconclusive. They have to test again, which is crazy. But child, it's a lot because a lot of people are saying, it wasn't on there. But no, if it's inconclusive, don't mean it's necessarily not on there. 9 times out of 10, somebody got to get tested again, or they got to try to run it again, or whatever.
How did you be around them, talk to them all the time, but they were not feeding you information? Again, this is going back to closeness, proximity. There's no way.
Well, AK being brought up because remember, her and AK had conversations. So that's why he's being brought up. Now, do I think that he is a witness? No. But then, let's be clear, there was some stuff. No, we're going to talk about that later. There is some stuff that is showed where she did share some of the stuff that I think there was some sharing and stuff. There were times when they were on live and they would have conversations about this. Because remember, they used to go live all the time during the whole trial. Academics better tread lightly, and I bless that man's heart. I agree, but then again, they were talking too.
So you mean to tell me that you were around them all the time, you talked to them all the time, but you didn't know that they didn't leak
I'm gonna
information
play it
to you,
again. I'm gonna
right?
play it
Because this
again
whole
for you.
case
I'm gonna play it again.
is centered on she was allegedly a paid mouthpiece.
I agree, but then I feel like it's more. I think I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This trial gonna tell what really happened and what really came down to it while she went after her. I feel like it's more to it than we getting led on. I feel like it's way more. It's way more. Stop what was said. Why are you like this?
For Tory and his family during this trial. So you talk to them all the time. They didn't give you any information on what happened that night. She was
Yeah, I really do. I feel like it's more, and they're not telling because, okay, yeah, you saying that was in the cash out. They showed proof of that, but what really happened to the point that we got here? And they're not going to say it. We just going to have to wait and find out till this trial is over, or during this trial. Y'all just get y'all a cup of tea ready. Hot cocoa too.
Said no. She said the Milagro is firm on standing 10 toes down in. She did not know any information. She was not given any information about the alleged shooting. And when she was given, well, not even alleged, the shooting that Tory was convicted of, but when she was given this information, Sunstar, Tory's daddy, told her what happened up until the event. So not even Tory. She's real big on saying she's trying to distance herself when it comes to Tory giving her information, leaking her information, and she's also trying to distance how close she was with Sunstar, which is Tory's daddy. One thing for sure, she was very close with Tory's daddy, number one, and number two, the jury is confused.
Listen, I'm not finna lie. When that first shit kicked off and I started seeing her around them, I say, what the fuck is really going? Excuse me, French. I say, man, what the fuck is really going on, our girl? Like, what's T? What's T says? You hanging out doing my friendly, y'all hanging out and all types of shit and kicking. You walking in with the family and shit. What the hell going on? You fraternizing with all the other people? Girl, is it something you want to tell? Because she's not an ugly woman. She's very attractive. So I know she can pull her baller. What's that?
Even the judge was asking for transcripts because as they play audio, she stated that it's hard to hear. She can only hear 80%. So with a jury not knowing who's who, the prosecutors didn't double down on who is who and making it known their names and aliases. And you have Milagro playing coy. This is what's going on. This is Janae, the Docket Diva, and this is your Docket Diva breakdown. If you wonder how I cover cases,
I wonder my Kitten Alley got something to say about it because she like to read documents. She can get her hands on it. All right, let's hear another TikToker. Cause I know they got it.
Please, the trial of Megan Thee Stallion versus Milagro Gramz starts this week. So let's recap the facts. Megan Thee Stallion is suing Milagro Gramz for harassment, defamation, invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and the big one, distribution of a deep fake.
Armand, I'm gonna give you tea. Armand said he is going, so I'm waiting on Armand too. Because see, everybody, listen, we got Megan, we got certain people, but everybody not giving detail to detail. See, Armand gonna give you from everything they wore to what time they walked in to what time they walked out to how their shoes look to reactions to eyes, and I am waiting on him. So I will let y'all know, because that's who I'm waiting on too. Because I need him.
Explicit X-rated video of her. Now, how do we know any of this? Because
now, am I still going to talk about it? You're goddamn right. But I'm still waiting on Big Bro.
Immediately, we have Milagro Gramz on Twitter right here. This is where she said, go to my likes, and reposted in those likes in question with a deepfake AI video in question of Megan Thee Stallion. Of course, it's
okay, boom. This has all got to do with the deepfake AI video. I think that's what it is, y'all. I don't think it's because she talked junk about her. I think this got to do with sharing, which is now deleted, that video. I think that's really the problem. I don't care how we flip it, scrub it, rub it down. she felt violated. She did. Now, if she was an OnlyFans girl, you know, she wouldn't give a fuck. But then I think this is what it sums up to. But we still gotta figure out, okay, how the hell did we get to where you reposted to where she saw it and to where we figure out where we is now? Right. So that's what I want to know. But see, they saying that whoever made the video, it was gone. And see, this is my problem with AI. And this is my problem with Twitter. We're going to start with Twitter first, then we're going to get to AI. I said Twitter is not what Twitter used to be. Remember, Twitter, you couldn't post. I see more booty cheeks, clapping booty cheeks. Scott got 3,000 on Twitter like it's an open back page. Into where they can post and make this stuff and post it on there. That's my problem with Twitter. I try to scroll for something. We see people clapping cheeks for free. But AI, I don't like AI, and I'm going to say why. AI is great in a certain extent, but the way AI has portrayed the Black community, I do not like it because it's their agenda. Yeah, Twitter is totally different. Like, it's very sexualized. I don't like that.
But don't worry, Milagro. That's exactly what screenshots and screen recordings are for. Next! Milagro tweeted and insinuated, according to the lawsuit, that the gun used in the shooting was missing, and nobody knew where it was. Whole time, the gun was located in the car and in the possession of the police department. Now, Milagro, why would you allegedly, intentionally...
What was said? I got a question. Do you think that when they asked Milagro to speak on this, did you think that they set her up? I got a thought, because she did report some false things. She did, but I just want to know. I feel like they knew that. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say this. Sometimes you got to be careful and keep a distance and keep it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel that way too, to take the heat off. And because they real quiet, and that's what I don't like. I don't like that. And then now he's in contempt because he not talking. I don't think he not talking because of Megan. I think he ain't talking because he don't give a damn. That's just me. I'm sorry. I just think he don't give a damn.
Misrepresent and lie about the case. I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see what the jury says. Next, Milagro posted an X video asking Megan, can you even prove that she was shot? Insinuating that she was never shot. Well, yes, Milagro, she can, because
But here's my thing with Tory, though, and I want to say this. I don't believe Tory is innocent. I have to say it. I have to put him... And it's not to bash him. I put him in the category because, dang it, who can I put him in the category? I had just talked about this category. That part. I feel like I have to put him in the category of, listen, they want to talk about Chris Brown. Let's put it this way. One thing about Chris Brown, we know Chris Brown and why he do the things he do, right? Tory Lanez just do the shit because he feel like he can do the shit. Tory Lanez, to me, is one of them people like, I punch you in your face because I felt like it. It's never like, damn, nigga, you ain't gonna hold no accountability. He gives me short man syndrome. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just say it. No disrespect. Because I feel like sometimes like he just like to be outrageous for no reason. And we gotta put him with some of these trouble stars. You can't put Chris there. Yeah, Tory is a liar. You can't put Chris there. We know why Chris be flipping out, because they be fucking with Chris, you know. Chris tell people, leave me the fuck alone, you know what I'm saying? I put that, I agree with that. But let's be clear though, Tory has anger issues. I said that when I first seen him and how he act. That man got anger issues. I don't know what stemmed from his childhood to make him be that way. I don't know what it was, but I need him to, while he in there, to see if he can seek therapy. Because there is no sense of way that you should have this much anger issues. at all. And we know he extra pissed off because the girl, from what I heard, is leaving his ass. That he got married to his baby mama, but you say he was messing with your art. I'm still trying to figure out, well, what the hell were you? I have to put him in the category with Blueface. I have to. I give Blueface 30 days. I give Blueface 30 days. Blueface say I have to put him with that. I just do what the fuck I want to do mentality, and it costs you. It costs you. Yeah.
Orthopedic surgeon who treated Megan testified that he performed surgery under general anesthesia and removed several bullet fragments from her feet. So that was easily debunked. Next. And while we're on the theme of tweets that age like milk, Milagro suggested Megan should just get over her being posted and smeared in the media or go away unless she wanted to sue because Cardi B only won her case because Tasha K handed it to her. Otherwise, you're going to continue getting posted, Megan.
Tasha
That's what
K
Milagro
and they
said.
stuff
Well,
was
Milagro, it looks like
though.
you're the one being Tasha K right now. You might want to call Tasha and ask her exactly what she did so you could do the complete opposite because if I recall correctly, she did not win that case. But wait, there's more. When the heat started rising, she tried to backtrack and said some of this was just comedic effect. I'm sorry. What's the joke? What's funny about getting shot?
You telling that girl she's slow as hell. You telling her she need to go away. That wasn't comedy to me. That wasn't, because bitch, what the fuck you mean go away, ho? Like, that's how I feel. What the fuck you mean? Go away? No, bitch, you go away. Yeah, see, exactly. So the thing is, she can't say her name, but anybody surrounding her, she can talk about. She just can't say her name. That's the only difference. She can never, and that is so crazy. She can never say that girl name for the rest of her life. Never say that girl name, ever. That's the crazy part. She can never say her name. Now, she can talk about Offset. She can talk about Stefan all she wants. But she can never bring up that girl name. Now, anybody she interviewing, that interview, I did not watch it. I have my things on that stylist because I heard that he liked the tape. He did the same thing to Javante as I heard, and he lost that. So we ain't even gone because he was stealing from him too. But from my understanding and from what I understand is, I think in the interview, he couldn't say her name. I think they had to emphasize her name because she can never mention her name in none of her content.
Punchline. Oh yeah, and we cannot forget about the messages that you deleted, thousands of them allegedly.
Yeah, she did delete
including
some
the messages
messages
with Tory Lanez's daddy, which we can only assume involved you plotting and scheming this smear campaign.
Yeah, she did delete those. And what happened is, I don't know why she deleted them, like they wasn't gonna find them. Girl, this is the FBI. This is the FBI. This is federal. Let me tell you something. FBI know how much you make before you know how much you make before you get your W-2. They know. They told up all your darn jobs already. They know every goddamn thing. They know everything about you. Why did you think in your mind? Now, this is where I gotta tell her no, baby. Why would you delete your text messages? Like the FBI don't know what color draws folks wear day to day. We not finna lie in that like we did. They know what your bank account, they know everything. Why would you delete like they wasn't gonna sit here and find your text messages? Y'all can't be, listen, long as if you got an iPhone and you got an Apple Cloud, if you got a Samsung or any Android, y'all know when y'all sign in, it's your Google, right? So what y'all gotta understand is these phones is telling y'all business now. Every time you sit here and sign up, that is your business. They have access to your stuff. Hey, CC Life, I had to learn. I'm like, damn, how they know such and such saying such and such? That iCloud and that Google is a mother. I'm telling you not. You'll be surprised. Oh, they can't get that. I deleted that shit. Me. Shit me. Baby, cut the location off. They probably knew where she deleted that shit too. They was like, oh, she deleted this on such and such, and that was her location. God damn. Cut it off. Hold the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Prior to her being hit, yeah. But see, here's the thing though, they got them already and they're gonna use them in court. So I think because she took the stand, now, like I say, they haven't got to the meat and potatoes, but from me watching and listening to enough, plenty of lawsuits and stuff, they're gonna use that. I don't know who the lawyer is. They got some good tactics because right now they answer her questions. But I'm telling y'all now, by tomorrow or Thursday, they showing them text messages they got. They got them, and they're going to show them. Oh, they got them. Because here's the thing. Those text messages has to be subpoenaed. They're subpoenaed for them to be into the lawyer hands to use at the trial. Remember, we're going to go back to the big titty Brene. When she said here, I ain't do that. I ain't blase squaze. Right. They going to show them though. They still gonna show, even if it's harmful info, they still gonna show. They still gotta show them. Now the question is, are they going to show all of them, or they just gonna show some of them? But I can tell you now from watching Bit Back, when she sat here and said, it's up to the judge. Though, I'm gonna tell you why. That depends on how this judge is. Because some judges are different. This Dade County, this a whole different. Take that back. He might just be like, show it all. But remember when Brene was like, oh, I never did this, I never did that, and they showed text messages and videos that she did do that? I think that's what they're going to end up doing with her. Because of the fact is, they got them, but I don't think it's harmful. I don't think so. I think they're going to use it. I just feel like they is, because at this point, they trying to, it depends on the lawyer. I think the lawyer gonna use it. I mean, they trying to get a win. It's like two lions fighting for a piece of meat, and ain't enough for everybody.
You are a Tory Lane Superman. And yes, in fact, we can assume, because the judge said that the jury is allowed to correctly infer that you deleted those messages because they were horrendous and incriminating. Milagro, have Megan's money by the end of the week. Everybody else, follow me for more trial updates. And until tomorrow, next case. Last week it was Tory Lanez. This week it's Milagro Gramz. Miss Milagro Gramz.
So they couldn't recover them for her iCloud or anything? Because usually they can.
Front of the class, please.
Unless she wiped it
versus Milagro Gramz starts this week, so let's recap the facts.
What the hell she got going on over there? Damn. Did she change her outfit? Y'all know who is out there. Hold on.
Absolutely. You know, I actually met one of your stylists in the airport on my way here. She was with a friend that does painting, and they was on their way to New York. You know, her name started with a K or something like that. I don't know.
She talked to everybody. Yes. Not if it's
yes. Valentine's Day all day.
She need to take them shoes off.
Tomorrow's a big day for you.
Every day. So she gonna take the stand. Okay, so he say tomorrow's a good day for you. She say every day. So basically, right, I believe that. She probably did contact him. She probably done contacted him, the deadbeat daddy billionaire. But so tomorrow, Megan gonna take the stand. Now this way everybody gonna have their information together because they just want this.
Take care. Have a good day.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Megan.
Good night.
I am,
Man,
because
right there
they
with you.
getting on my nerves.
I know.
Her feet hurt. She
Absolutely.
got on
You know, I
them
actually
damn
met one of your
shoes and her
stylists in
feet
the
hurt.
airport on my way here.
And she probably, and one thing about it, she probably ain't sprayed a dang it, they told me you spray something on your feet and it keep them from hurting. You spray it on there and it keep it from hurting if you put them on. But her feet hurt. Let's just put it that way. Her feet hurt. Her feet hurt. She wasn't walking like that when she walking different when she first got there. Them feet hurt. Them feet about to crow over. See, she walking different. Her feet don't hurt. Child. She around here looking like she a law student. She has a case today. Okay, she said something else today.
The courthouse for day 2 of trial in Megan Thee Stallion's defamation lawsuit against online commentator Milagro Gramz. Milagro is still testifying. She is the first witness. She started testifying yesterday, and she's still on the stand today. She answered questions all this morning from John O'Sullivan, Megan's lawyer. She'll be back at 1:30 after lunch, and I think she could be on the stand all day. And I'm not sure how well it's going for John O'Sullivan in that he seems to want Milagro to just admit that she knew that Tori shot Meg. But Milagro's never going to do that, and she's not doing that now.
Well, wow. Okay, I see his tactics, what he doing. And the reason why he want her to admit that is to admit to that she was the whole time what it was. Let me tell you something, Keisha. Men go always take up for men until the men do something they don't like. I learned that. I don't think he was railroaded. Like I said, that man got anger problems and he need help. Men go always take up for men until he feel like, Well, let me tell you what I heard about why he didn't. And this is what I heard from a lawyer who looked it up and stuff. Remember, Tori trial was coming. Tori could have waited and let his trial play out like he was supposed to, him and his lawyer. This is why he fired his lawyer, y'all. So from what I heard, Tori lawyers were rushing it, including him, instead of just waiting and letting him, push it out through, because they were really there. But because they wanted to hurry up, they didn't want to work during the holidays. They wanted to feel like Tori need to be home for the holidays. You should have just gone ahead and let him do what he had to do, and he would have been home by then. But because you didn't do your part, that's why he fired y'all ass, and that's why he in there. They didn't do everything they were supposed to do anyway. But again, Tori was I'm going to say this. I feel like if Tori was out, and this is my God heaven truth, what Nikki is doing now, we would see Tori doing. What Nikki is doing now, we would see Tori doing, because he don't want to go back to Canada for whatever reason. And if he didn't do it, they were going to send him back. And that's just my thoughts. That's just being honest. You got to think about it. He would have been sent back. He would have sent that man back. He don't give a damn. He would have sent him back.
It's just kind of giving her an opportunity to talk and tell her story about why she believed this, why she believed that. So it's really been going on for a long time. I am not sure how much the jury is really following this stuff. It's just a bunch of people they've never met, and it really gets in the weeds on all this social media banter. And one juror actually asked this morning if they could get clarity on who these people are, who their relationships are. This juror was confused about who Tony Lanes was, and Daystar is Tony. They were confused about who Kelsey is, who the dad is, and they didn't get an answer in public court, but the judge reminded the attorneys of this before they broke for lunch. Just said, hey, remember, the jury is a little confused here. So we'll see how this keeps going. But right now, the trial is already looking like...
I want to know, who the hell these folks? I'm stuck on who the hell did y'all pick for jury? what kind of people y'all done filter through Dade County? You telling me it's black people there, right? But you're not telling, you can't sit here and say, oh, we picked up what? Who is these people? You can't tell me they don't know these folks' music. Girl, especially Dade County now. I don't. Now they say they black though. So my question is, so who they listening to? If they say Rod Wave, I'm gonna get mad because I'm not, no shade till he crossed the bridge from where I'm from. But I'm gonna say this. I don't like depression ass music. I can't. I didn't grow up off of that.
I think it's going to be way too long. It should be over this Friday, and they're saying it might not be over until next Wednesday. Hello from Miami.
I believe they won't be done till next Wednesday either. I really do. Child, they meant Tory Lanez. They say Tony Lanez. I don't. I don't. All right, so they just got out of court, and this is what she posted.
Hello from Miami, where trial is done for the day. Megan Thee Stallion is expected to testify tomorrow. We heard all-day testimony from Milagro today, and much of it was direct examination from Megan's lawyer, John O'Sullivan. We did get to cross-examination with Milagro's lawyer, and he kept it pretty short and just focused on the fact that Megan has told mistruths during this process, during the Gayle King interview about her relationship with Tory and her mistruths to the police about stepping on glass. So he just focused on that and the fact that she never actually accused Megan of perjury. She just is raising the question. So O'Sullivan's direct exam, I thought, got a little too detailed, but he was really trying to focus on how obvious it is that Lanez is guilty and really trying to pound home that evidence. So after Milagro got off the stand, Megan's lawyers read an excerpt from Kelsey's trial testimony in which she is asked about the shooting and Tory threatening to shoot her. And I think they're obviously just trying to show jurors that Kelsey's interview with prosecutors before trial, which they heard some of during Milagro's testimony, is much more believable than her trial testimony where she clams up and says she doesn't remember. Having a good time in Miami, and I'm looking forward to covering the rest of the trial for you all. Thanks all. See ya.
I remember that because everybody was saying, well, girl, how the hell you don't remember anything? Like, y'all wasn't drunk. What that is. Okay, here we go now. Let's go into some of the stuff. This is what I was looking for. Right. Exactly. So this is what I was looking for. So she say a major trial witness Megan Thee Stallion defamation lawsuit against Milagro will be Lenore Walker, a psychologist and pioneer research on abused women. He evaluated Megan and would testify about her post-traumatic stress disorder. Walker testified as one of the first trials I covered, that she said she covered in 2009. She said it is difficult to capture the tone and feel of the jury, but this I skipped over it because we know what she was talking about. Y'all can go look up the lady who unalived her husband for putting a pause on her. That lady said he was putting a pause on her, so she took matters in her hands. It's a trial for a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit trial. It's like, RC, remember when I covered, when I talked about, when we were talking about Black Goddess and stuff about Big Bat Brene and BBL Tim going to trial? Well, his coming up too. And Akira, and we was talking about there was some stuff in the transcript. That's what it's like. That's what she on trial on. I don't know. Maybe so. We don't know yet, though. We don't know. Because, they'll never tell us if they got it or not. They wait till the last minute. So it says it's difficult to capture the tone and feel the jury, but there seem to be seemed to be almost a disbelief over Milagro's rants, then her testimony downplaying her promotion of the cat video and trying to say she doesn't think that it was actually a horse leg, it was just disingenuous. Milagro's lawyer told juries that she's legitimate business incorporated in Texas, and I'm just not sure it does much with the jury. They're shocked to think that her vocal rants, an instant understatement, are legitimized and platforms so that people can listen to them regularly. We haven't heard much about the damages yet, but a Roc Nation executive is to testify about opportunities that Megan could not capitalize on. What? And she was unable to fully present in a career because of Miss Cooper's ongoing campaign. So I don't think that, but I'm going to tell you something. When you have, yeah, girl, we call him BBL Tim. He got a big booty. I even talked about how he said he like to be smacked on the butt, girl. And that's why Brene got them short nails, and how he told, you got to go watch the video, what was said, how he told Brene that he wanted her toes to be right like a Kira, girl. Girl, we holler. Girl, you got to go watch that, girl. I say, he said, what? Oh, he a recreator over here. But they did say that Megan did lose some things because of this stuff. But that's them to happen because, you know, that's just how they are. That's how they are, y'all. That's how they are, because when you have promotions like, okay, let's say you got Coke, and then if Coke find out you got a lawsuit, they're going to be like, yeah, we just going to hold off. We don't want to do it no more. So, yeah, it's a mess. Let's see. Okay, so then this is about the jurors yesterday. So they played the video. Yes, girl, he sure did. He said in a text that he told Brene a picture of Akira toes and say, I want you to have them white toes. He sure did, girl. He sure did, I promise you. I said, oh, he lost his damn mind. Yeah, girl. She was dangling her feet, talking about how they just made love in that girl house. Girl, you gotta go watch it. It's a hot damn mess. She deserved to pay that girl. That's who deserved it. So somebody asked her to describe the faces, and they say a black man who was a teacher describing himself as a disciplinary, raised his eyebrows and raised his eyebrows as like, ooh, excuse me, as some of Milagro's answer. A white woman sat stone-faced with her chin in her hands for some of Milagro rants. There was a dark tone in the room when Cap was played. So they played the video Cap yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah, girl, he did, girl. Girl, there was some nasty folks. Even when Brene sat there and asked Tim Child that he shared with Akira to get her some wipes. Girl, it's juicy. Girl, yes, girl. I promise. Tim is a nasty, nasty man. He got a court case coming up too, y'all. We're gonna cover that one. Because I want to tea with Devin. The 3 claims are defamation for saying Megan committed perjury, international infliction of emotion and stress for working with lanes, and promoting the altered X depiction. I don't know how this look, y'all, but listen, we waiting on Armand. If you listening, we need you, because we need to get everybody facial expressions and detailed. You more detailed than a lot of people, okay? Armand, we need your butt there in Miami, okay? And when you get there, go to a Cuban shop. I'm going to get you a nice little Cuban sandwich. You're going to love it, honey. All right? I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it right here. We'll be back for tomorrow because I'm going to see if I can pull up Megan's tweets and stuff because she's going to be telling a lot more. We're going to talk about it. I'm finna end it. I have another live I'm finna get ready to come into. It's a little messy. So, I want to thank y'all for watching. Let me know what y'all think, honey. This a mess. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.